We'll go for the ultimate armor then. One of the things Megaman X6 immediately did was said Alia doesn't interrupt you when you're doing things, or when you need to do things. It doesn't stop the action and mess with the pacing. I also thought it was a cool touch for them to give X Zero's old Z Saber in this. I think it's a bit reductive that they then said, yeah, we'll still make Zero playable. Even though they really wanted to focus on the concept of Zero being dead and gone. Yeah. The Zero Nightmare comes in and scores the killing blow. Max, who shows up and is immediately invincible for whatever reason. You know, I know his story, but like, eh? We're gonna go here first, because it's the fastest route that I know of to find the Zero Nightmare. Oh yeah, this song that starts out way too much like the final countdown. There we go. So, part of the reason that I don't have any qualms with starting with the ultimate armor is because some of the stage design in this game is brutal, right? But also, made the weird decision to say that the Reploids that you can save are, well, they carry all of your, well, some of them carry things that can be important to you for like powering up your characters and stuff. Life up, energy up, actual parts for you to get like different passives and abilities and stuff are tied to saving them. And they can die. They can just end up dead or quote unquote lost. And if that happens, they're just gone. So, because as you can see, they stuck them in the worst of places. You just kind of have to take the L to save some of them. Some of them. I didn't get them. So one's gone because he was getting assimilated right there, right? And even though the body was still there, like, he's just gone. Like this one had, there were choices made with this game's design. They really wanted this to be, like, on the dirtier side of things. There we go. Got that one. So we missed one because he was getting assimilated as I died, so... There we go. Love the evil laugh. Weak to the Z-Saber. But unironically, I do more damage with the Nova Strike. Even though he's weak to the Saber. Oh, this game. Yes, this game. How's it going, Kyle? Megaman? Yeah. How's it going, Nora? Been a minute since you last played it. Leon surviving this or nah? I say nah, only because there's loads upon loads of bottomless pits. Like, if he was allowed to stay grounded, he'd be fine. That's an outlier. Bottomless pits, spikes, unreasonable, like, vertical scaling, things that actually just circumvent the fact that he still is physically human and can't fly. Not to mention the Ligma levels. But what if he parries it? He parries the bottomless pit? Is that what we're saying? Yeah. He can use Warframe logic to parry the fall damage. What fall damage? It's a bottomless pit. He drops and he's just falling forever. I guess we'll start with the Amazon area. I think that's an idea. You know, like I said, I'm in the camp where I feel like the minuses aren't quite enough to deter me. Again, I've played worse. Oh. Oh, it curved down. That's fine. Deployed an armor piece over here. Okay. No need to worry about that. When you know where they are, it's less of a hassle. From second playthrough onwards, is way more manageable. A mechanic that I really like is the stage hazards. Yeah, the nightmare mechanic is contentious for good reason. But it definitely could have been way worse than what it turned out being. It's another Reploid saved. We're just gonna kind of bum rush that. Oh, that's unfortunate. Nothing I could do there. That's one lost. I don't know if it had anything either. That's where some of the nightmare stuff is really bad. Platforming, bottomless pit, and then, oh, you can't see anything. And it's like, oh, okay. Excuse me, I guess. Hi, Max. Interesting boss because typically you can't hurt him, but if you have what counts as an alternate weapon, then you can do that. And the Nova attack / ultimate attack from the ultimate armor does in fact count as a secondary weapon, and it is ridiculously strong. So you very much can stun him and take him out in short order. So since High Max has been defeated, Gates stages open up. Gate stages are the last stages in the game, but the way they are designed, you absolutely benefit from having, like, you know, X's armors. Oops. Need to trim my nails. So now we go through the normal pathing of the stage. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, that's why the dark areas in the stage suck. I didn't see that Reploid over there. Now they're gone because they were getting assimilated and I didn't get to save them. We did get to save them. Also this. Some of these areas where you can't really see. Right, it's silly. Yeah. Cool. Overshot. Okay. Yeah, between you not being able to see and like certain points, and like that little point right there, where the camera pan is tied to where you are on the screen. Again, design decisions have been made. You know, you already can't see. Why would you do this to people? Right. Just bad decisions. Okay. We're good. We made it through. I remember correctly, there was one up there. And there. Commander Yamak. And we're just gonna... Yeah. The ultimate armor will trivialize certain fights. There are some fights that the ultimate armor cannot handle like that. Yeah, so you weren't here for this, but like the track in this stage, last I checked, kinda got the Mega Man team in a little bit of hot water because of that beginning part sounding a lot like the final countdown. And it's just kind of like, oh. So fun fact, this very stage is what got me curious about parallax animation as a concept. Which is crazy, because parallaxing is something that's been around since, like... Oh, it's got you curious. Okay. Yeah, still, the statement still stands. It's crazy because it's been a thing since, like, the SNES and Genesis days. Right? So, like... But, you know, there's every chance that you may not have played a game that, like, really put it to work for you. Right, it's a little off. You could see the vision. That's fair. There we go. Wait, how do you do it right? And you started looking into it? No, that's fair. Nightmare Souls. Yeah, because there's some things about it that definitely seem like off, right? It could be handled better. Open a path leading down. All right. Ooh, that was very close. That was like a pixel off from just dying. Ah, there it is. Yeah, shield Sheldon. Like how they give you those couple of platforms for free by letting you know that, you know, something is walking on them. About to hit you over the head, sound effects is just gonna hit the bazinga. Okay, so, right, yep. Also, those lasers are actually fascinating in that they fire when you are in the vicinity, but fire at you when you are in proximity to be fired at. Yep, so manipulating them is a little weird. Hate this stage and you're not even playing it? We do this. Only the front of the lasers can actually hit you, right? We do that, and then... Oh, these things respawn. There we go. let's do this. There we go, and then a path leading down, right? Get these insects away from me. Okay, now we gotta manipulate all of these. Alright, there we go. Like this, and then... Oh, oops. Yeah, that's pain. This, and... that. Lock these stage devs up in the machine. I don't know what machine, but that machine. Right. Like I said, not all the stage designs were like bad, but like there were some that definitely are just like, why did you do this? Like that, right? And then like this, and like that. Okay, so now I need to make this one shoot in this direction. Right. Right, like that. And then... like that. And then, yeah, the fake wall right there. Barely saved him. Right, you see how, like, evil that was, right? Invisible floor, invisible wall, spikes to your right, so like you can definitely miss that and like not know that's there. And then the guy is like right here, right? So like, not only do you have to see all of that, but you have to manage to save him before he gets got, and then you need some way to get across that pit. On top of all of that, so you can get to the armor. Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned it before, the stages were contentious with people. This is the type of shit Rayman 1 would hit you with and send you back to the beginning of a level. Right. Spikes, invisible floors. Two more up top, surrounded by spikes. You can't touch the side because that's actually death. The spikes are actually reaching down into the platform, so you can't reliably jump that way. somehow pulled that off. And we got the weapon tank. That's another life lost, but yeah. We see how evil this is, right? This is exactly why I was like, yeah, getting the ultimate armor early is like valid. There we go. Yeah, we definitely getting that all the time, right? Hello, Dynamo. Dynamo making a return from Megaman X5 and his only other appearance as a, like, boss character in the main series. He showed up in, like, X5 and X5 and X6. That's it. X5, he showed up and he's like, yeah, Sigma hired me to, like, actually just stay in your way. Like, it's nothing personal. I'm just here to be a nuisance. Our paycheck. Okay, so now we gotta finish the stage properly and not go to the alternate path because we gotta take out the boss and get the weapon. Every paycheck for Dynamo is one less paycheck for Ligma. So this time I gotta go to the right. Let's get them out of the way. There we go. Alright. Easy path to the boss. Yeah, about we not get you all wrapped up in your shields and shells and stuff, and just keep on moving. Right, so that's another one down. Ground Scarage would be here, the Central Museum. I actually do want to get the blade armor and maybe the shadow armor as well, because Megaman X6 actually has some of my favorite armor designs in the series. I think the blade armor and the shadow armor are really sick. Spikes there. Ooh, that was very close. Oh, no, never mind. Very dastardly. Extremely so. Look at all this. Oh my good. Well, he's gone. There we go. One of the totems has a random chance. You'll see it immediately. Oh, no, it's none of these. A big shoulder charge, right? Just throwing his entire body. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Nice. With this, we'll be able to get the blade armor. There we go. And I'll be able to equip that next stage over, if I so choose. Oh, I'll take that out. Let's just save that one. There we go. There we go. Next boss. Got the armor piece and didn't have to go through any alternate routes, so that's cool. This boss. I forgot about this boss. And pushing the rocks in. Rock big, rock big. He just pushes the rocks in, tries to squish you with them. He might occasionally throw the rocks at you, but generally speaking, not much of a threat. Definitely was just made for research. Blade armor. Shadow armor used to be your favorite. That's fair. Shadow armor's sick. Took a while to get all the parts. Also fair. So blade armor looks pretty decent. Kinda looks similar to some of X's other armor parts. Some of X's former armors, right? But two things. Number one, it, like the ultimate armor, actually lets you charge your special weapons. Right? We get the rock, right? And then we charge that. Yep, same deal here. We get Shield Sheldon's shield. Charge it. And then we get this. Which is neat. That's cool. Ray arrow, which is a directional laser, but you can do that. So yeah, like, there's that. But the other thing is the blade armor has a directional air dash. If you hold X after you hold jump after you jump, and you'll lock yourself in place, and you can press any of the 4 cardinal directions and dash in that direction. When you dash like that, your hurt box actually shrinks. So like you can damage things going through. Why do Mega Man devs hate diagonals? I don't know. Maybe they feel like it would give you too much power. Ice skating uphill. What is this? Defeat an enemy while wearing the blade armor in Mega Man X6. Okay. That's good. You can have that one. Yep, so this stage involves you getting the rampant weather nonsense under control. Because everybody's being afflicted with acid rain in this area. And it may be difficult to see because you barely take damage from it, but it does damage you as well. Like everything around you actually does damage you a lot more than the rain does. Yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a decision. .jpeg. But this is honestly one of the more tame areas and whatnot in the game. I forgot you could dash cancel the blade like that. Your swings. There we go. Health boost right there. We got that. Yep. Nice, nice. If anything, I think the Mega Man devs hate the concept of you having, ooh, that's a noose. I think they hate the concept of you having freedom of movement when you commit to something that would actually like make you move in one solid direction. Like if you're going to, in general, right, do something that would actually involve you platforming and stuff like this, right? Like, look at this. Yeah, Mega Man devs hate us, right? You know, or even here, where your general goal is to just jump over a couple of gaps, right? Why is that so? You know, why is it such a task compared to what it should be because of their enemy placement? Oh my goodness. That Reploid is only safe because I managed to get off screen. Get them off screen. Save. Okay, so after I clear the rain here, then you'll see how they decided to make the concept of getting the shadow armor piece here really, really messed up. Let's grab that. Oh, it is over there. Hit that. There we go. Oh, there's... There we go. Definitely needed that. There's still one I'm missing. It's not there. It's up there. It's up there. Right? Yeah. There we go. We stopped the rain. Right, so, remember me saying that the blade armor shrinks your hurt box? Hey, you see this? They want you to initiate a sideways dash about a pixel off the floor. Look at that. Any higher up, you die. Too low, you're dead. No, fair. It is. There we go. We got it. Rainy Turtleoid. Gotta destroy the gems on his back. Before you can really damage him. And I don't remember his weakness. Do I have? I do. Cool. Don't think he has a specific weakness. I'm sure he does. But we can blitz him with the commander earmark. Huh, that actually damaged him despite him having the gems on him. What's special about SA? You might want to rename that achievement. Yeah, we'll go here. Blade armor recommended. It's like, it's crazy too, because with Zero, like, you could see how it's supposed to be harder for him, because he takes more damage in his normal state than X does. Let me down. Okay, there we go. Ow. One of them grazed my hand. Oh my goodness. Ice physics in the midst of all this platforming. And then vile enemy placements. Whoever decided to place that grenade wolf there, I hope the work delivering coffee in game studios not be kept away from level design, right? It's evil. It's evil. I'm gonna die here. Yep. Yeah, ice physics are my least favorite anything in games. You know, I'm already not a fan of mechanics that are made to take control away from the player. Yeah, already like got problems with things like that. Give me ice physics on top of all of that? Nah, no thanks. When the ice physics are aggressive too, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I can't actually do anything without sliding, right? That was super close. Oh, right. I have to stop them getting squashed here. We just do that. It's purposely put just far enough to where I have to respect this. I gotta play the game. I missed out extra life and lost a life trying to get it. Blade armor makes this part easier, TM, but it's still iffy. I was tabbed out when you said stop them from getting squashed, and I saw an enemy get immediately confused. Chavo del Ocho moment? I'm unfamiliar. Ow. There we go. Ah. Got that? Oh, nope. We're not getting all of you. We're definitely not getting all of you. Ow. On one of the episodes, he misquotes the script saying, I'd rather die than lose my life. And that became a Brazilian meme. And not with that attitude. I'll be back for them. They don't have dangerous, like, nightmares around them to corrupt them. I can come back for them. There we go. Boss needs to be on Frog Rock. All that order, and it's one of the easiest bosses in the game. But at least he actually has more of an attack pattern than some of the other bosses in the game. So we'll go to Blaze Mix instead. I want to hear the music here anyway. I love the music in this stage.
Ready?
Love it. I think it's so good. What is... Oh, yeah. Right. I need to... Another one of these evil boss designs. I gotta remember what weapon I can use to... The meteor rain? Right, it's the meteor rain. Wish I'd have remembered sooner. Okay, I didn't know if it was gonna, like, start spraying when I moved there, or if I needed to be moving already. Nope. I'm gonna take the L on this one. My health's too low. Well, I mean, let's see, right? It has to be on screen to get damaged by that. Yeah, and depending on the side that I call the rain out on, it may just avoid getting damaged. At least it refilled my weapon. There we go. The most Dragon Ball Z sound effect I've heard in a Mega Man game, right? Would have been much easier if we had, I don't know, a diagonal shot. Right. You'll come to a room with two boss doors. Above the top one is a series of platforms that require tight jumps to reach. Okay, after that one, right? So we go this way. And then we look for the room with two boss doors. Yeah. And we go up from here, is what it said? Oh my god. Come on down here. I saw you by that Reploid. Oh my goodness. That's vile. Jeff yelling at that Reploid to jump down and break his legs or perish. Yeah, it's definitely, we definitely at that point where choices need to be made. Right. Because, like, what are you supposed to do? The voices in my head. Hmm. There's gotta be something I'm missing. Something I'm not remembering that could potentially make this easier. What if? Hold on. It's first. No, because it doesn't stick to like walls, right? If it did, it would make this easier. No, right. Right. Let's see. There's gotta be something I'm not remembering. Ah, that looks like that's just... Yeah. Like just a pixel high enough. All right, next armor piece. Yeah, let's grab those. Grab those Reploids. Yeah, they want to do you dirty when it comes to armor pieces and things like that. And some of the stages just have really, really rough design choices. And it's like, what are we doing with some of these stage designs? Some of them aren't so bad until you take into account the areas where you have to save Reploids and stuff, or you have to get armor pieces. There we go. Ah, yes, this area. here's another one of those. Why would you do this situation? Because you have to kill this thing while trying not to get smoked by the lava. Which, if you have the proper weapon, is fine. But if you came here unprepared, good luck. Right. Yeah, like, certain weapons and stuff make this kind of stuff much easier. Blaze Heat Mix. We'll probably just take the L here. No, I do have that. You make a cool Yu-Gi-Oh card, but would have the most dog shit effects. Oh, he went low that time. There we go. If you combine Cyber Knight with Ra's Flying Dragon, like, he is a Reploid, looks like the direct relative to Magma Dragoon from Megaman X4. For this one, we'll go with the Ultimate Armor, because I think I remember where this one is. And you need to be fast to get to it, if I'm remembering correctly. You need the right armor here to avoid getting crushed. But you know, it's thrown out of whack when you consider that X/Zero's heads are like very much outside the armor. But whatever. Yeah, we'll let it slide. I think it's fine depending on how they're implemented, right? Like in Mega Man X8, I think it's cool. As an example. All right. It's one section out of the way. See, that right there is a Kaizo trap of a Reploid save, because like that that nightmare enemy that I killed is right next to it, and it's super close. So like if you move close enough to where only the nightmare enemy is on screen, it'll come towards you. And won't go towards the Reploid that is directly behind it. If you move up too fast, both of them will be on screen and you won't be able to move forward because of the crushing thing, because of the press. And it will just float through it and just assimilate that Reploid. Like, that's evil. That's just low down. Whoop. There we go. And that'll keep him from going after the Reploid. Also, interesting little thing. You notice how when you don't have full health and you pick up a Reploid or a health drop, the screen like freezes to accommodate? That was actually, that screen freeze for that has been in since like the very first Mega Man X game, right? Actually, since the early Mega Man games. But somebody figured out how to use that screen freeze from healing to bypass a particular area in Mega Man X2 in such a way that like in Mega Man X2 now you can actually beat the game in like 8 minutes. It's insane. Yep. There we go. All right, that's all pieces of the shadow armor. So in Mega Man X2, right, there is a there's a sub-weapon you can get. The charged effect of the sub-weapon is an effect that lets you temporarily stop in slow motion around you. In order for that effect to like kick in when you use that sub weapon, the screen has to freeze. If you fight a particular boss in such a way where you kill it while it's if you kill it while it is right next to the wall, and then it drops a health up for you, you can then actually initiate a trick. But it is extremely, and I mean extremely, frame intensive. Because the trick involves you. Uh-oh. That one's gone. Yep. So the trick involves you actually... Okay, there we go. Not getting crushed, so I'm good. You're right. It's nuts. Since we went through the alternate path, we should be fighting Dynamo again. Yep. There we go. Dynamo's such a goofball. We made some good progress. I think this is good.